What is going on, guys? This is Injection, and today, guys, as you guys can tell, this is a totally different type of a video that I have for you guys today. And today's video is going to consist of, you know, Assassin's Creed and what it has, what it's going to be turning into. Alright, and I'm gonna be honest, um, I'm a little worried. So, without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. So, those of you Assassin's Creed fans, you probably know about a new game that they have announced recently, and it is called Assassin's Creed Infinity. And and it's really one of those things where it just it's got me kind of concerned because it's said to be that this next game is going to be, I guess, the future of Assassin's Creed, and this will help like kind of this will help the series from this point on. And that in itself kind of concerns me because it's said to take place during different time periods. Now, the only thing that I could see how this could work in any way, shape, or form is if it's online, all right, and almost have like a GTA 5 style of a G or of a multiplayer. So you having to create a character and and all of that, but you would also probably have to pick what time period, because what if your friends don't pick the same time period as you do? So it would make sense to have where you can pick what period you want, and you could go kind of back and forth between different periods. Now, there is a wish list, okay, and this is kind of what I want to see in the upcoming Assassin's Creed games, and things that work well and that I would hate to see leave. So, I'm going to be giving you a list, and I'm also going to be telling you why I think they should stay and all of that stuff. So anyways, again, without wasting any more time, we're gonna get right into it. So, to start it off, we so we want the combat system. Alright, I think the combat system works really, really well in this game. In the newer Assassin's Creed games, I think it works really, really well. Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft might have found the right the right combat system that actually works in Assassin's Creed. Alright, this combat system, once you're adapted, it's pretty easy to see. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty easy to see. Um, but um, but I mean, other than that, that's that. I think Ubisoft has a bright future with this combat system, and that's that. Next thing is okay. Next thing is the romancing options. Okay, now I also have a little bit of complaints as well about the romancing options and you know what you can and can't do with the romance scene. So so again, I'm gonna dig right in. The romancing options are great. Romancing options are phenomenal. They basically took what Odyssey did and made them much better. Now, for some people, this is like a small detail, and I guess yes, you can kind of consider this a small detail, but I like the smaller details. I like that kind of stuff. I think it adds more to the game. I think it just, you know, does more for the game than anything else. Um, and like I'm just a really big fan of the romancing options. Anyways, so I think so. My first complaint is there isn't enough people in your settlement that you can romance. There's only 3 people that you can romance, and if you don't know who they are, I'm gonna go to them right now. But that's my only that's like one of my biggest complaints about this game is that again not enough romancing options in your settlement, and I'm here. So one is Tarbin. All right, you need to make the bakery. Now we're gonna go up to Petra. So again, the romancing options, give us some more people, because 3 people in your settlement, this isn't enough. Alright, so go to the hunter's shack, and sometimes she's here, sometimes she isn't, sometimes she's even outside. It looks, oh, yep, alright, Petra, you can actually be with her and Ranvi both at the same time, and if you don't know how to do that, I actually looked it up. So what you do is you break up with Ranvi, and keep in mind, spoiler alert. So if you haven't beaten this game, click off now or listen at your own risk. So you would break up with Ranvi once the hunter's shack has been made, and then B with Petra, and then at the end of the game you end up getting back together with Ran V anyways. So that's how you kind of finesse it. But anyways, getting back on topic, 3 people isn't cutting it, and you should be able to romance way more people than you should be able to. Now I feel like I'm just repeating.
My love.
And we're gonna bind her real quick.
Take this to your chamber.
So another thing that I have is that we can't get back together with people, cause like me in this playthrough, I only played through this game once. There isn't a get back together option, and I really hope you can do that in the upcoming or newer games, because I didn't know you couldn't get back together with Petra or Tarbin or somebody. Okay, I just didn't know. I didn't know breakups were permanent. So that's kind of crappy, I guess. But I mean, that's me. I just like having more to the game. I like, you know, I like having a wider variety of things. And now the other thing is that it you shouldn't be able to, you know, you should be able to do more things with specific people.
What have you got for me today?
Okay. Oh, crap, I do have it.
I must take my leave. So long.
Until next time.
So I know with Petra, you could actually go hunting. You can go drinking, I think, and then you would actually come here to this bridge, which is somewhere over. Oh yeah, no, it's right there. And you would play kind of like a target practice kind of a game. And then Tarbin, you would go either play a game, or you would drink, or you would go fishing down at the docks. Now, Ran V doesn't give you the option to do anything. All it tells you is to look at the table. The only options you get is to look at the alliance map, kiss her and sleep with her and break up, and that's about it. So again, it doesn't give you any options of like spend time together, or you know, anything like that. And it's actually really kind of disappointing, because she's actually like a bigger she's a pretty big part of this game, actually, believe it or not. Sure, it's about Vor, but Ran V is also a big part of this game as well. And it's kind of disappointing seeing how other people have more options than the person that you know, that has a bigger base, or like a bigger part of the game. That's what I meant to say. So again, it's kind of disappointing. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Alright? And the thing that I think is also going to be staying is your settlement. Alright, now I think the settlement is a great and a phenomenal way of basically the game telling you that, you know, you aren't alone in this game. Okay, your settlement is a it's a pretty big part of the game. Um, and I think if that were to come back, which I think it is, um, I don't think it's gonna come back as like a village. I think it's gonna come back more of like, you know, maybe as like a village, or like a town, or you know, I just killed myself. So as a village or as a town or something kind of like that. But I do think that is going to be returning. Another third thing that I hope returns, again, it's a very, very small detail. Okay? And I don't know about you guys, but I actually really, really like this and what is in the game. I'm gonna be naming two things on this one, okay? One of them is on my back right now, and it's this sword. The great sword is my favorite weapon in this game, without a doubt. It is the best weapon in the entire game in my eyes. It's so clean, it's so nice, it's so crisp. It's, you know, it makes for a perfect weapon. And again, it would really suck if it didn't return. Now, other thing that I was gonna bring up is dismemberment. Dismemberment should have been in Assassin's Creed since day one. And to finally get dismemberment, it's awesome, guys. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty awesome. I dig it. It's a lot of fun. Dismemberment. It's just so relieving, and it's such a breath of fresh air to know that, you know, you can cut people's legs and arms and heads off. And you know, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. Next thing is actually right here, or that we've seen in Assassin's Creed 3. Now, I guess you can say this can return because it was in Assassin's Creed games before, such as 3, 4, and I think even in Rogue, I think. Where there were actually seasons in the game, and again, why I want these to come back is because again, it just adds more to the game. It does. It just adds more to the game, and it's, you know, just, it makes it more fun. It makes you play through and you're free roaming that much more fun. The next thing on my list is the big map exploration. Now, I don't really think the bigger maps are going anywhere. I don't think they're gonna go back to the classic Assassin's Creed style and size. But I would like to see these return.
Is asleep on his watch. That would explain some things.
But again, we just have no idea what they might do or might not be doing. It's really hard to say. Next thing that I think is a big part of this game. Okay, I'm gonna be naming a couple things, and I'm gonna be kind of explaining why. Number one is the power system. I think the power system worked that much greater in this Assassin's Creed game than the level system did in in Assassin's Creed Origins and in Odyssey. Don't get me wrong, they were both really, really outstanding and beautiful games. But I also think that they need to stick to the power system because of how well it works. And I really, really like that you get 2 skill points as opposed to just 1, because it allows you to level up a lot quicker. So perfect example, I'm a 268, and as you can tell, I have 4 skill points. So if I do that, and I do this with, let's go to red. Okay, I don't really like fire. Here we go. Health, melee resistant, melee damage. There we go. I'm a 272. Okay, and that was off of 4 skill points. Now, the next thing that I said was going to be different, or like multiple things, is the hidden blade. Yes, the hidden blade. Like, I'm not saying get rid of it, I'm saying keep it, because again, it's Assassin's Creed. It's what we are used to. And it's what makes an assassin. So, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm not going to be talking about keeping it. I'm talking about bringing back the one hit. Now, I know that there's an option in here where it always one hits. I don't need to turn that on because I'm already such a higher power and I have so much assassin damage in my runes and in my skill tree. It doesn't really matter. So, um, so that doesn't really matter for me. I guess if you just have all of the right skills and all of that for assassin damage, you're gonna be okay. But at the same time, it's a hidden blade. It should always instantly kill. It doesn't matter. Okay. It would honestly kind of annoy me knowing that in Assassin's Creed Origins that you could stab a guy square in the neck and like he just wouldn't die at times. It's like it's kind of unrealistic. I'm gonna be honest, but without further ado, it's time to move on to our next thing. And again, it's a smaller thing, and that is hairstyles. I like being able to customize my character's hair. I like being able to put tattoos even on my character. I know that really isn't really like multi um multi
Hey, my
used
boy.
or like a multi culture thing yet. Um, but I also want there to be kind of better hairstyles because the hairstyles in this game, I'm gonna be honest, are kind of ass. They could have done so much better. They could have had so much more, and they kind of ruined it with having crappy hairstyles. Um, so that's that. And the last and final thing that I want to see in the next big main title Assassin's Creed game, or even in this live game that they have, and that is that I want Assassin's Creed to be Assassin's Creed, okay? Because I'm gonna be honest, guys, the last couple games haven't really been about the assassins. It's okay. Sure, this game has the assassins and shows the assassins and such and talks about them, but I don't really care about that. Okay, I want an Assassin's Creed game that where you play as an assassin. I want that type of a feeling again. I want Assassin's Creed to be Assassin's Creed again. Okay? Like playing as an assassin is always it's called Assassin's Creed for a reason. Okay? It's not called you know um mercenary Creed or badass Creed, okay? Because I could be playing as a badass character that has assassin-like abilities, but doesn't ever become an assassin. It kind of defeats the purpose of the name of the game, and I get it. I do. I get it. it's a gaming company, so they need to evolve. Um, you're not always gonna be playing as the roots of what what a gaming company is. Um, but Assassin's Creed with Odyssey kind of started to turn away from the assassins and kind of strayed away from it, and that's really sad. Um, so again, bring back the assassins. That is all that I have for you guys today. I'm sorry that this video is so damn long. Um, I lost my train of thought a couple of times, but I got it back. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.